Okay, can you guys believe that I actually posted 2 days in a row? Because I can't. But today's video, as you can see by the title, is the top 5 things that I wish I knew and the top 5 pieces of advice that I wish I knew before I got this deep into fashion. Now, all of these 5 tips, I've done the complete opposite of when I first got into fashion. And trust me guys, I'm going to put up plenty of pics of my old outfits and it's bad. It's really bad, of things I posted on Instagram that I thought was good at the time, and I thought I actually was doing something. Throughout the years, I realized I was doing it all wrong, so I wanted to compile these 5 pieces of advice that I think everyone should know before you, 1, get too far into fashion, and it's hard to go back or fix what you've done already, and 2, before you spend way too much money like me and you end up, let's say, just regretting a lot of fashion ideas that you did. Okay, so none of these tips are going to be in a specific ranking. Not one is going to be more important than the other, because I try to compile all 5 of these being as good to each other as they could possibly get without one being more important than the other. I think they're all important. But number 1 is find your vision. All right, now what does that mean? I was a big culprit of not doing that. I did not know in 2018 what that meant, all right? As you can see in this picture I'm going to put up right here, this picture, my vision at the time I thought was hypebeast. It was everything I bought, I just wanted it to be hype. I did not know what was going on with with any of my outfits. They were all over the place. I had no true theme or vision of what my style wanted to be, right? Now, what does that mean? There's many lanes of fashion you could get into. You could get into the high-end fashion. You could get into streetwear. You could get into vintage. Like, that's what I'm into nowadays, mostly, is vintage, as you could see from my latest video. You could get into a lot of things. There's Y2K style. You could get into tech wear. Those are visions, and it's a lot easier, in my opinion, when you find that genre you want to get into and you start buying core pieces based on that genre. Simple things in that genre that you want to get into go a long way. Now, when I was 18, 19 years old, and years ago, there was no vision. The vision was literally what can be the most expensive, outrageous piece of clothing that I can buy, and how much can I flex it. As you could see, I posted some pictures next to me and stuff. It was bad. There was no vision. The outfits were all over the place. It was just bad. Okay, so the second one, this one is so important. This one, if I could rank these, I might have to put this one as number 1 or number 2. The second tip that I wish I knew, and it took me years to finally take the time to do this, is know your measurements. Know what shirt fits best on you, what pants fit best on you. And that sounds so easy, right? That sounds so easy. Like, of course, bro. Yeah, like my measurements. Of course. You won't believe how many people, I'm one of them, will just buy clothes based. What I used to do, right, is on Essence, very big fashion website, has tons of different brands. I used to go by how tall the model was, right? Now, everybody is built differently. I used to see, okay, the model is an inch taller than me, or my height, he's wearing a medium, I must be a medium. Here's a great example, right? This off-white shirt that I bought back in the days when I did not know what my measurements were. The model was my height. The model was 6 feet. He was wearing a medium, right? So what did I do? I bought the same size the model had. Now, when I put the shirt on, the shirt is gigantic on me. Yes, off-white is supposed to fit big, but not the way it fits me. And the model, it totally looks different on him. So, out of the kindness of my heart, I'm going to show you guys how to measure just a shirt. That can go such a long way. Trust me, now that I know my measurements, every time I buy a shirt, do not look at what the model is, how tall they are, their build. Look at the measurement of the shirt and the size that you're looking at, and make sure they fall within an inch or a half an inch to what your ideal measurements are. Your ideal measurements. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean you can buy a bigger shirt and go for an oversized fit, but that's another tip. That goes into proportions, which is actually going to be my next tip. But we're going to talk on that in a second. But for now, I think knowing your measurements is so crucial. Okay, guys, so you can see real quickly how to measure a shirt. The most important part about that is find a shirt that when you wear it and you look in the mirror, you think that shirt fits so good on you and you wish every shirt fit that way. That's how I learned it. For example, this AC/DC shirt, when I wear it, I am in love with how it fits on me. It fits so perfectly, so perfect on my body, and use that as your shirt you measure. So the first thing is you want to measure the length of the shirt. Now that's going to go into proportions. That's going to go into the 1/3 rule. That helps with that. So you want to start top of the shirt, right where the top of the neck is. Don't pull too hard on it, just right on the top. Go all the way down to the very end of the shirt, right? For example, this shirt is about 28.5 inches long. And that just happens to be the best length for me. Now that's the first thing you measure is the length. The second thing, and both of these are very important, they go hand in hand. The width. Now you go from the one armpit, don't tug on it, like I said again, right under where the sleeve is. Go right across, and this is about 23.5 inches. So also, when the shirt is wider this way, it creates a more boxier look. So if you have a wide shirt and the length is not as long as you usually like, that may be okay too. Because the wider the shirt is, the bigger it's gonna look. It's gonna look more boxier. So find what works for you. These are my perfect measurements. The sleeve length, you can measure those. They're not super important because most of the time when the length and the width works and it's right under what you like, the sleeve follows along. But for example, if you want to measure the sleeve, you start right here and you go down 16 inches. That's it. That's all you got to do. And if you follow that, you're going to get a shirt that fits perfect on you pretty much every single time. Okay, so now that we know how to measure a shirt and what is going to look good on us, tip 3, I wish I knew. And this also goes back to when I was 18, and I will put even more pictures next to me to embarrass myself even more, to just reiterate the fact that proportions are so important. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory what proportion is, but it's very important. It could really make or break your outfit, right? Now, for example, we all remember in 2016, proportions was not a thing. I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember back then when skinny jeans was in, Ultra Boost, Yeezys, that was the wave, and then your top was like super baggy? And now 5-6 years later, we realize how bad we all looked, and I was a culprit of that. Here is another outfit next to me that I did not know what proportions was, and as you could tell, I had this Vetements hoodie on. The Vetements hoodie was so big, I drown in it, which Vetements is supposed to fit oversized. But the pants or sweatpants I was wearing in this, the proportions were so bad. They did not go well together. The shoes, it didn't fit. It was all bad. So what do I mean by proportions? If you want to go baggy, make sure the bottom matches the top half, right? Do not wear skinny jeans and a huge oversized hoodie. It just doesn't look good. Now, you can go the other way around, and lately a lot of people have been doing it, and it actually looks pretty good. Baggy jeans with a tight top. That actually looks pretty good, but you also need to know how to pull that off. The main point is know your proportions, and whatever outfit you're wanting to do or pull off, make sure it's proportionally good. Real quick, also in fashion, when it comes to proportions, there's this thing called the 1/3 rule. Now what that means is your shirt should be 1/3 of you. When you stand up and you look in the mirror, the shirt you're wearing should be about almost half or 1/3 of what your whole outfit makes up about. You don't want to be half-half. Your shirt length does not want to be half your height. And your pants are the other 2/3. And when you do that, you proportionally look good. It looks better. I'm going to actually show you guys a quick example of what that means and what that looks like real quick. I'm going to put on just a really quick outfit, really fast, and just demonstrate just real quick what a good proportion and what a bad proportion looks like. Okay, so here is outfit number 1. Hopefully the scene is okay. Shout out to LeVay. I found out her name was LeVay literally 2 days ago. I thought it was Laffy, but it's LeVay. Shout out to her real quick. Amazing artist. If you guys haven't heard of her, go listen to her stuff. She's incredible. Her voice, incredible. Talented artist. But here's example 1. Now, it doesn't look horrible, but as you can tell, the proportion of this off-white shirt is trash. I pulled this straight out of when I was 18. I bought this shirt when I was 19, 18 years old. Did not know my measurements. The model was 6'1", wearing a medium. I bought the same thing. And as you can see, it's big on me. It doesn't look horrible, but it looks kind of awkward. It would look even more awkward if I wasn't wearing black pants, right? And I was wearing shorts, or I was wearing blue jeans. It would look so bad because the shirt makes up about half of my height almost. The only way I'm compensating for that is the shoes I'm wearing they kind of have a little bit of a platform, so it elongates my legs, making the shirt not seem as baggy. But let me put on a shirt that actually proportionally fits me good. Almost immediately you could tell proportionally I look taller. It makes you look taller. So for the short kings out there, this is a cheat code. I just immediately look just overall more put together. The outfit looks more put together. It doesn't look as sloppy from the side. It looks just better. Now this shirt, I measured. I made sure this shirt was gonna fit my body good, and I made sure I follow the 1/3 rule. The shirt is about 1/3. When I stand normal, it's about 1/3 of my height makeup. I mean, it changes when you wear boots or shoes with a platform, obviously, so take that into consideration. But just overall, the fit just looks so much better than the other shirt did that I just bought. I bet you guys saw the shirt that I measured. You guys saw that around 27 inches is my ideal length. That off-white shirt is probably pushing like 31 inches long. It's just not good. Okay, finally, tip number 4, accessories. Accessories do go a long way. Now, everyone hears that saying, and I feel like a lot of people don't do that, and I definitely did not do that when I got into fashion. I just wanted shirts, pants, shoes. That's it. I did not care about necklaces. I did not care about bracelets, even earrings. Your ears don't even have to be pierced. You could just get fake earrings, you know? It's the same thing. Hats, scarves even. Those literally could go such a long way, and I didn't understand that when I started fashion. And we'll throw a quick example of that as well in the video. I'm just gonna wear a plain white shirt, no jewelry, no accessories, and then I'll put a tiny bit of accessories on, and you could see right away the difference it makes. So let me show you guys real quick of that example. Okay, so I'm wearing a plain white shirt. It gets the job done, right? It does what it needs to do, but it's boring. It's plain. There's nothing going on here. It's just a plain, this is a Uniqlo Airism shirt. Let me show you how easy it is to just put 2 necklaces on, layer it easily, and the difference it makes. White, literally just like that. That is all you gotta do. You don't have to wear a Vivienne Westwood necklace. You don't have it. This was a gift from my best friend. This was free, and this was a Christmas gift. It doesn't have to be Vivienne Westwood. It doesn't have to be Gucci. It's so simple. Honestly, I could just take this. This is perfect. Just this necklace or just the Vivienne Westwood necklace. Both of those are perfect. Or you could just simply layer like this. Both. It's effortless. It's easy. You almost don't even have to even look. Okay, and the last piece of advice that I wish I knew sooner. I don't hear this piece of advice often, and I don't know why. It's just have fun. Have fun with fashion. Do not take it too seriously. Now, it kind of strays away from the tips I gave you, because if you're like, oh, just have fun, then none of that matters. Your proportions don't matter. That's not what I mean. What I mean is also another example of what I did wrong. I took fashion when I started in 2018, when I was a hype beast, I took it way too serious. I wanted the most flashy things. I wanted everything to be so precise. I wanted like the Balenciaga to match with the, like, just have fun with it, right? If your idea of fun is vintage clothes, go crazy. Buy all the vintage clothes you want. If your idea of fun is you want to dress Y2K style, you want to bring back DC, you want to bring back Zoo York, all that stuff, do it. Have fun. Literally just have fun with whatever you're wearing, whatever you want to do. It makes it a lot easier. It really does. Okay, guys, so that's going to wrap up the video of the 5 things that I wish I knew years ago, actually years ago, before I started getting into fashion, and before I started wasting all my money and regretting it because I had to sell the things that were just either too big on me, that just looked bad on me, and that were just stupid. So I hope this video finds you sooner than later, and I hope you guys take at least 2 pieces of this advice. You're trying too hard like I was, find something else, and I promise you guys will find something you enjoy. Mine was vintage clothes. It took me 6 years into fashion to finally find that, like, wow, I really enjoy this and I have fun wearing it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to be posting another one pretty quickly, so leave a like if you guys liked the video. Comment below, like I said in my last video, any things you guys could give me for ideas. Criticism, good feedback. Don't criticize, please, but good feedback. I haven't done YouTube in so long, so like I said, I'm a little rusty at this, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. But thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.